Hi. Just want to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Actually, it's something that I heard, and well, it's constantly argued among Christendom. Is the this whole thing about what Jesus was doing in the days that he spent in hell, or the realm of the dead. Um, when you, between the time that he was crucified and the time that he resurrected from the dead. I mean, the only picture we have of Jesus doing anything in the realm of the dead is from First Peter chapter 3, and I'm going to read from verses 18 to 22. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive by the Spirit, by whom also he went and preached to the spirits in prison, who formerly were disobedient, when once the divine long-suffering waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was being prepared, in which a few, that is 8 souls, were saved through water. There is also an antitype, which now saves us, baptism, not the removal of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience toward God, through the resurrection of Jesus Christ, who is gone into heaven and is at the right hand of God, angels and authorities and powers having been made subject to him. Now, in verse 19, it says that he was preaching to the spirits in prison. And this is talking about the souls that died in the flood that God unleashed upon the earth when which Noah was saved from by building an ark and having his family and all God's creatures being put on the ark just to save them from extinction. And these were of course, this isn't necessarily talking about preaching the gospel salvation. It's basically preaching victory over sin. Just well, anyway, that's the only picture that we really have of what Jesus was doing in the realm of the dead. I mean, other pastors may say that, oh, hell was rejoicing, having a party because they finally have Jesus right where they want him, and just of course we can only see in a similar situation that in Book of Revelation, and I think it's chapter 11, where the world rejoices for 3.5 days after the 2 witnesses who prophesied for 1,260 days were killed by the beast that arises out of the abyss, and the world was making merry. They were sending gifts to one another, and so only after 3.5 days did the party stop, because 2 witnesses were resurrected and went up to heaven in a cloud, sort of it's a really picture of Jesus going up into heaven. Only said that a cloud received him out of their sight, and this was basically 40 days after he resurrected from the dead. I mean, I just don't see where in Scripture that hell was really rejoicing over Jesus' death. This is most likely in the imaginations of pastors who find themselves totally at a loss to explain what was going on when in the spirit realm when Jesus was dead. I mean, and my pastor is guilty of this too. I mean, just he basically said, basically inserting his views on what Scripture does or doesn't say about Jesus' days in hell or the realm of the dead. Anyway, from what I personally would gather, Jesus was setting free the people who were in the realm of the dead, the righteous dead, and they were setting them free so that they could enter into heaven because they were waiting for the Messiah to come and Jesus did say to the thief who repented on the cross, assuredly I say unto you, today you shall be with me in paradise. And he didn't say, assuredly I say to you, today you shall be with me in paradise. Like JWs would state in their version of Scripture, like putting comma after today. I mean, the thing is, we honestly don't know what happened, except for what the verses in First Peter tell about what Jesus was doing during the times that he was he was dead in the grave, and I mean everything else beyond that is just conjecture and what I would call fan fiction of a sort. I mean, we should be careful not to insert our own thoughts into the Scripture. Let the Scripture speak for itself about things, especially about Jesus's days of being in hell or the realm of the dead. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say to you in this video. So, have a good day, and God bless you.